Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. Happy summer. Happy summer. It is Thursday, July 9th. It's 10:53 a.m. over here on the West Coast. And we're in the thick of summer. I'm in San Diego. We're having a little heat wave. I'm feeling great. I'm a little tan. And this current chapter of my life means that I'm only able to tan the front half of my body. If you know, you know. Okay. So we're looking like a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. We're half red, half white. What's that? We are Japan. We are looking like there's so many World Cup flags in my face right now on my TV. What flag is red and white? Come on, Poland? Poland. Am I thinking right? You guys, okay. Do I need to look up the Polish flag to start the episode to close this loop in my brain? Polish flag. Come on, Jacqueline. You're smart. Flag of Poland. Let's fucking go. Anyways, I've got a great episode for you today. We've got life updates. We've got news. We've got what's on the news? The Tyler Robinson trial. A little bit of global health news. We've got celebrity drama, wildlife drama, a little bit of everything. But we're going to start off with life updates. You guys, my neighbors might be dead. Okay. Life update. The neighbors I've been speaking about for months now. First, it was the lawn. Then it was the bird shit on the car. Now, they might be dead. Okay? My neighbors might be dead, and I'm highly concerned. I did discuss their mental health, or I didn't discuss it. I was conscientious of that when I talked my shit about the bird shit on their car stacking up, because I recognize that when people let things go, when they're not landscaping their front lawns, when they're not cleaning their cars, there's probably something going on in the mental health department. So I was considerate of that. Now I think my neighbors might be dead. Okay. I do know they work from home. I believe they're school teachers and they're kind of hermity as it is. I don't see them walk to their cars very often or come outside, but I know their schedule. There's usually a morning drop off of their son at school. I know it's summer. Wait a minute, it's summer. Maybe this is what the problem is this. No, this isn't the reason why I think they're dead or I'm suspicious and I should do a wellness check on them. By the way, my other neighbor actually almost died a couple days ago. We had an ambulance show up and a whole stretcher situation and allegedly he had a heart attack. I believe he's 77. That was right across the street, but the neighbors next to me might be dead. And the reason I'm saying this is because it was trash day on Sunday. Okay. Monday is trash day, but people put their garbage cans out on Sunday night, right? This is a standard practice in my neighborhood. And as usual, the neighbors next door put their garbage cans out, okay? It is Thursday. Garbage was picked up Monday. Okay. My neighbors might be dead in my mind because their garbage cans are still on the sidewalk in front of their house. And I am highly concerned. Nobody in the neighborhood leaves their garbage cans out the next day, the day after. Nobody does that. We have we don't have an HOA or any like strict rules or anything here. It's not that type of neighborhood. We have class. We have standards. I discussed this last week about washing our cars, taking care of the landscaping and mowing our lawns and taking pride in what we own. Okay. As a collective in my neighborhood, I'm using my hands a lot today because you guys, I finally got smart. I'm not holding my microphone anymore. I pulled out the drawer on my desk. When I got this microphone, I used to do this. And then when I moved into this house, I stopped doing it. There are so many things about myself that I hate. And one of the things I hate about myself the most is that when things are so in my face obvious, and I'll go months and months and months without recognizing them as like a problem or something I could switch up. Like when I decided that, my long eyebrow tails are dragging my face down. It was dragging I'm in my 20s thinking this, like, by the way, I just turned 32 on Tuesday. Thank you. Yes, I am 32. Had my big birthday celebration at Phil's barbecue. It was wonderful. I am 32. Okay. So when something's glaringly obvious in front of my face as a problem or something that's stupid, something I hate about myself is the fact that I don't see that for months, right? And so here I am in my podcast studio recording episode after episode for 2.5 years now in this house, holding a microphone in one hand, left hand typing on my laptop in the other hand, trying to search stuff and play videos while I'm podcasting, not thinking like, hey, when you first set out to do this with the new microphone, you opened the little wooden drawer, you pulled it out, and you set your microphone on the stand in there, and it perfectly fit. It was the perfect height for your mouth, like the chest to mouth ratio or whatever, from where the mic starts to where it ends. Okay. So now I don't know what to do with my hands today. We're using them. We're doing a lot of big circles. I talk with my hands in person as it is. Like, I know this about myself. I'm a handsy, very expressive with my hands when I talk. But podcasting, we're usually clenching tight here on the mic stand, and I feel compelled to do it again. I feel like I'm drawn to holding it, but I'm going to practice my hand motions. Okay. Back to what I was saying. We have standards in the neighborhood. Nobody leaves their garbage cans out for more than, everyone brings them in that night after the garbage truck comes by. And so it is highly unusual and highly concerning that it's Thursday and I've seen no movement. I've been watching the cars. The cars have not moved at my neighbor's house. I have seen no signs of life. Okay, so the garbage cans haven't been put away, and then the cars haven't moved. I am so clued in to their, I feel like this is like neighborhood stalker, psycho neighbor vibes, whatever. Like, I know this is psycho of me, but like, I am so clued in to their movement to the point where I'm looking at the way their car wheels are turned. Like, one of them's on the side of the road by their house, the other one's in their driveway. And like the one on the side of the road, the wheels in the front are turned in, and I'm paying attention. Now they're not on a hill. They're not doing the turning the wheels in. So if God forbid the parking brake blows out and their car rolls back, the way they turn their wheels will prevent their car from rolling and hitting something behind them. It'll land on the curb nicely. You know, that's what they teach you in driver's ed, right? So it's not that kind of situation. They're on a flat ground. And so that's not something they do regularly. What I'm saying is that the wheels are still in the same position. Okay. The cars aren't clean. We already know this. The lawn isn't mowed, landscaped. The weed shrub they're using as a decor piece in front of the window is growing rapidly. It's summer. It's having a growth spurt. It's as tall as their front window. Okay. It's now flowering. It stopped flowering. The last time we discussed this front window weed, they left after they weed whacked their, you guys, this is like the most trailer park shit show I have ever I haven't seen. I mean, growing up, I used to live close to trailer parks. You know, that was something I would see on a regular basis. Again, the part of San Diego I live in, like, I don't know where the nearest trailer park is. I have no idea where I would find that. I don't know. I don't even know where to think to find. It's not the vibe here, right? We discussed this last week. And I know I talked about like, yeah, this is how, you know, I've become bougie. I've become Southern California has rubbed off on me. I'm a snooty, snobby suburban housewife who is better than their neighbors. I've admitted this. But it's also like, hey, just because you come from one thing, not that I come from a fucking trailer park, but you're used to seeing trailer parks, doesn't mean you need to be okay with that kind of lifestyle and that lack of taking pride in what you own and taking care of your things, okay? And putting your fucking garbage cans away after trash day, the day the trash is picked up. Not after trash day, the day the trash is picked up. Right? It's called leveling up in life. It's called evolving. It's called developing skills, life skills, adult skills, things that are, I don't know, I'm more polished around the edges now than I used to be, whatever. I was also raised to, like, if I didn't mow the lawn the right way, I would have to redo it. And by the way, it was a 9-hour job that we had to split between 3 siblings to finish all of our lawns. We had a really nice Ryder lawnmower, a John Deere Ryder. My grandpa used to own a Christmas tree farm. And what was nice about that is he had a fleet of John Deere lawnmowers that we would, rotate we would eventually get the newest one because he always had the newest ones or whatever. He would always keep us supplied in the lawnmower department. So we had the best lawnmowers, but literally if we didn't do it correctly, we had to redo it. And it was the way you overlap the wheel where the mower is. You guys, what is this podcast? The neighbors might be dead, right? That's how we're starting. I also have another death story. I already told you about the neighbor across the street, which is highly sad. But also his wife, when he had the heart attack and the paramedics came, she was walking out with her hands in her pockets. She looked very calm. There was no sign of stress on her face. She was kind of shooting the shit with the paramedics. As they're wheeling him in, and he looked like he was in pain too. He didn't look good. He's kind of white in he looked bad. His coloring especially looked bad. She's shooting the shit in the driveway with the paramedics, broing out with them while her husband's getting wheeled in the back of the ambulance after he just had a heart attack. So yeah, there's a lot of death at the top of the episode today. A lot of talking about the neighbors. I understand. We do have more. I'll get into my personal life updates and whatnot. But yeah, what was I saying? I grew up with the lawnmower, and how you mowed the lawn was so important. How you loaded the dishwasher was so important. The standards, you guys, I went to Catholic private school. It was stand in a line, a perfectly straight line. Sit with your hands folded in your chair. Don't speak unless spoken to. Raise your hand. Oh, kneel because it was Catholic school. Kneel, stand, bow, whatever the traditions or what is it called? The rituals of the Catholic faith are. It was very militant when I grew up. Okay, discipline was a high priority, or it was a high. Yeah. So I'm extremely judgmental of other people who don't show discipline, especially with basic adult things like taking care of their home and bringing their trash in. Again, they might be dead. My neighbors might be dead. We're looking at the cars every day. We're they haven't moved. The garbage cans are still out. We're on day, 4? No movement. There's blinds down everywhere. I'm did they get in an Uber on Monday and go to an airport and we didn't see that? Did they go on a vacation? It is summer and maybe they're on a summer vacation. So that is a possibility, but by the way, this is the last time I'm going to discuss my neighbors because I am highly paranoid that they're going to somehow this will get this information, this podcast. I've done so many shit talking them is going to somehow go their way or get their way, come their way. It's the message will be received on their end, how I feel about them, and I'm going to get shot. Something's going to happen. Okay. Speaking of getting shot, no, I'm kidding. No, I won't share that. Never mind. You guys just sometimes, again, Jacqueline, not everything needs to be said out loud. I really have to censor myself with stuff. I already feel like yeah. Okay. The neighbors are, they're going to find this out. And I've been watching a lot of those Netflix, what is it called? My Psycho Neighbor, or it's called, what is it called? It's Neighbor from Hell. Is it Neighbor from Hell? Neighbor from Hell. Yeah. Neighbor from Hell on Netflix, I think. And, so yeah, I'm paranoid. There's some signs already showing that they're a little off. So I need to watch what I'm saying. Okay. I need to taper this back. Okay. Speaking of death, the woman under the bridge, we have a bridge troll, a beautiful bridge troll. going to be complimentary. We have a beautiful bridge troll. Have I seen her bare ass bend over and take a shit on my morning drive to the gym every single day at 7 a.m.? Pretty much it's her schedule. It's her schedule. Her shitting schedule is 7 a.m. She has a specific sleeping spot under the bridge that's on the way to my gym. And she has a specific morning shit time. And now if you've ever lived in an apartment, I don't get this anymore. I don't get this luxury of knowing my neighbor's shitting and pissing schedule anymore because I don't live in an apartment where the piping is all connected, the plumbing. Because that used to be a thing. If you know, you know. Like if you've ever lived, or if you currently do, live in an apartment where you can hear the flushing happen above or below you or whatever. Usually it's above you. It was above me in my last place. I also knew everything about their relationship, which was really fun. It was so entertaining. I mean, the domestic disputes, I was always on the borderline of calling 911 on these two. They figured it out. It started out really rough. Tons of screaming, full volume screaming. In the middle of the night. It was always like at 2 a.m. Especially when they come home from the bar. God, it was always it was always like a Friday night, Saturday night thing. But anyways, I always knew when they took a shit and a piss because of the flushing, right? I'd hear it. And so I don't get the luxury of, I don't have that. That's not something that's in my life anymore. But the bridge troll, the beautiful bridge troll woman who I've seen for the last 2.5 years, since we moved into this house, I've had the pleasure of seeing her take her morning shit on my way to the gym, pretty much every day. Piss shit. I don't know. She's squatting on the side of the road. She's on the sidewalk. She sleeps on the sidewalk under the bridge, and then she squats she kind of uses the drop of where the road and what is it called? The curb. She uses the drop of the curb as the hole, but there's no hole. You know, you can picture this. There's like a lip where it's a curb. She squats on the curb and takes her morning piss or shit, whatever. Nice deep squat. Great hip mobility. Great knee flexion, great ankle flexibility. That's important. We should all be able to squat like that. Okay. Anyways, this beautiful bridge troll, I don't want to call her that. This beautiful woman, she was so thin, so rail thin and like crazy. Dreadlocks down to her ass, like her hair was like a beehive. She was a white woman, very tan though, obviously. I mean, San Diego, she would wear like a tank top and like those like softy cheerleading shorts. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It's what we used to wear in high school and we'd roll them over 10 times. Yeah, she would wear those and then these flip-flops that never busted out. She always had the same flip-flops. I think they were rainbows. Or what are the good flip-flops in? She had like a really good pair of flip-flops, but she wore the same outfit every single day. And when she got cold, she would take this big fleece blanket and wrap it around her torso. And she'd walk around with that. And then she had a cart she would push. And tons of facial hair. She was stunning. Okay. I'm devastated. I'm devastated because she's been in this spot. She slept in this spot for 2.5 years. Since we've moved here, I've seen her every single morning. We go to the gym pretty much 7 days a week. Okay. Well, 5 days, whatever. And I noticed in the last couple weeks, she's not there anymore. And I'm like, I don't think homeless people. Oh, and by the way, she was the type of homeless woman who would scream. She would walk to a specific place to ask for money. She would walk about a mile in from the bridge to an intersection. Really, really busy intersection. This is a place where a ton of homeless people, park themselves all day. In fact, I did talk about the man with the dog the other the old black man with the little Shih Tzu dog that he was petting with brushing with a pink brush that made me sob. And I gave him $20. That whole story I told, they share this area in terms of where they ask for money. Okay. So she's the kind of homeless woman who screams at the car. She'll come to your windshield and just yell, like just full bore at your face. And then she'll take a handful of pennies or whatever change quarters, whatever, and she'll just chuck it at people's windshields. So she was a dangerous member of society. And I don't think she's with us anymore. I don't think she's a member of society. I don't know why she would move. She was in this extremely dialed routine. Is this too long-winded? I'm talking about the neighbors, and I'm always. I'm telling a story. I'm trying to paint a picture here. I'm trying to get this out in the most thorough way possible. Okay, I'm really trying to paint a picture. I'm trying to color your mind with information about this homeless woman who might be dead. We don't know, but I don't know why she would move from her comfy spot, from her little home base under the bridge. I feel like they don't do that, right? They die. Did she die? So I'm really sad about it. I want to see if I can get a hold of local law enforcement and ask. I don't know. I'm just like, what happened to her? I'll never know. I did see the closest I've ever been to her. I was in it. Well, she came to my windshield and screamed in my face, but I did see her in Home Depot. I think that's where she would use the restroom. A lot of homeless people use our local Home Depot here for the restroom, or use the restroom at our local Home Depot. Hold on. Let me just take a drink of water. And I did see her up close, and it's just so sad. I'm doing the hee hee ha ha shtick, of course, but like, it's sad. It's really sad. She just did not look good, but yeah, I hope she's okay. I don't think she is okay though. I don't think she's okay. And so, yeah, those are my 2 life updates. Neighbors, lady under the bridge. Haven't seen her in a couple weeks. Life updates. We posted our, hey, we're knocked. I'm so crass. Hey, and it worked. Photo shoot on my Instagram. Me and my husband, Corey, we posted the carousel of images of us modeling on the beach in white. We wore white outfits. I really struggled with the outfit, with the dress, because I'm a soft dramatic with an inverted triangle frame, and I don't do off the shoulder. Okay. I don't do off the shoulder. It doesn't flatter me typically. Okay. But now that I'm shaped like a camel, my humps are like hump in the back, hump in the front, and then another hump. So like, now that I'm shaped like a camel, it actually off the shoulder really flatters me. It really flatters me. And so I picked out the perfect dress. I wanted to go for something kind of in a sweater, soft, cozy material, because I knew the wind would be blowing. We'd be at the beach. It's kind of like it is summer, but it's kind of like a cozy vibe, especially when you're, pregnant. Sure, I'll say it. Hi, we're pregnant. I'm pregnant. Wait, do we say we? Am I annoyed by that when people say we're pregnant? I'm not annoyed by much, by the way. my father-in-law's calling me Chubbs. I walk in the door. Hey, Chubbs, how are you doing? How's it going? Hey, Chubbs. My mother-in-law had me, I go to the house a couple weeks ago. We go to the house to have dinner with them. And she fully has me do a 360, turn to the side. She had me bend over. She wanted to see the body. She wanted to see every angle, every hump, the development of the hump. Okay. She wanted to really take it in, and especially see me from behind, because I've noticed the older women, not that she's old, okay, she's my mother-in-law. She's older than me, whatever. They really like to see you from behind, because their favorite thing to say is that, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even know you're pregnant if you're looking from behind. It's like a thing. And they always reassure you, you're going to bounce right back, or you're such a beautiful pregnant. They always like compliment the shit out of you because they don't know if you're having trouble gaining the weight and being fat all of a sudden. But I am so chill. You could say anything to me. You could call me fatty. Oh yeah. I think he also slipped in a fatty at dinner, my father-in-law. And I think it's so endearing. Chubs, fatty. You can have me do I'll fucking strip for you and show you my stretch marks. They're not coming in. I don't think they're going to come in. If that ever happens, I'm very open to showing you the body progress, the body changes, whatever you'd like to see. I started out getting fed everyone knows what I'm talking about. If you've been on the like motherhood side of TikTok, the mommy content, it's a thing to say you hate being called mama. Mama, how's mama doing? You got this, mama. Like a lot of women come on and make a video when they first get pregnant that they hate being called mama. And I feel like that's like, I get it. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't want to be called mama. And now I don't give a fuck what you call me. You could call me, I don't care. I don't care about, I am so zen, calm. I fully sobbed the other night. I fully was in the fetal position. By the way, let's put a pin in that. Day before my birthday, Monday night, I had the biggest mental breakdown of my life. This happens every year before my birthday. I get the birthday blues. I was in the fetal position, sobbing, like wailing, crying. And Corey is just like, it's gotta be the hormones. Fuck, like it's got, God, I think I saw this last year too. I've seen you cry every year before your birthday. I think this is pretty normal. He's like stressing out, like trying to like, he's like, what do I do with her? And I'm just like, let me cry. Like, I just need to grieve my life right now, because something about turning a new age makes me grieve about my life and like get really introspective and somber about it. It's like it's not about getting older and aging and wrinkles and all that bullshit. It's literally like, I am so, I get like too aware of my life and it makes me sob. Okay. And anyways, but I am so happy, so zen, back to what I was saying, so calm, so unaffected by outside input, noise, opinions. I don't give a fuck. You could tell me anything. You could say, you should name your baby this. You should, my sister-in-law was like, get this high chair instead. I go, done. Say less. Like, I'm not even going to argue with people. I don't fucking, also there's a new thing the millennials are doing, the pregnant millennials having babies are doing. And they're like, they're putting the gates up to their family in terms of coming to the hospital, coming to the house, like visiting the baby, holding the baby, like being around the baby. Like, you have to earn your way or earn that. You can't just like expect that you're going to be a part of this newborn's life in the first moments of their life. Like, it's all about what the mom wants and her mental health. And and you have to get the Tdap shot. You have to get the flu shot. You have to get all these shots before you show up. And it's so like controlling. And I'm like, people, like, sure, it's a doctor's recommendation not to kiss the baby on the mouth. Okay, obviously. But it's as if these women are like, if my mother-in-law comes by, she's going to make out with the baby in that first week and kill it. She cannot come to the house for a month. Like, they're so controlling about it. It's all because these stupid videos are watching. Now the pregnant women are getting fed information through TikTok all day. And it's like a trend. All these rules and regulations are becoming trendy to do. And it's like, back in the day, I think people obviously respected the new parents and the baby, and they wanted to keep that sacred for them. But also like, they would shower with love. And I think the moms and the dads would be like, help us. Yes. Thank you for the food. Come by. Yes. We want to. maximize the love around this new life we just brought into the world. And that's my approach. I'm like, I am not going to cock block the love. Like, I am not going to. Is this now the pregnancy segment? Hi, we're in the pregnancy segment. I said I wasn't going to do this. I'm out of breath. I'm getting big. I'm out of breath. I want to maximize the love, the nurturing, the outside warmth coming in from family members, from everyone. Like, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I'm so like, all this shit doesn't matter. It does matter. Like, you don't want to kill it. You don't want the fucking baby to get herpes on its mouth because your mother-in-law who's cheating on your father-in-law. That's how they find out that she's cheating on the father-in-law. They're like 80. It's like she gives the baby herpes because she was the only one that kissed on the mouth. Anyway, so no clue where so we posted our photo shoot. And it's a big relief. That day when I was organizing the photos and picking out the order of the photos, and I mean, it was a half day. Like, picking out the photos of our pregnancy announcement post was a half day. I was on the couch at first, had my brightness all the way up. I was like tweaking, like my mascara ran. My mascara ran when I was at the beach that day doing these photos. I was like nipping and tucking under the eyes and whatnot. I was just really like OCD about each photo, and I was looking at each one and making sure everything. I know my photographer, she was so great, by the way. She was amazing. I bet she was like, these look a little more snatched than the raw, or not the raw, she edited ours, but like the ones I sent. And it's like, hey, I'm paying for this, but I'm gonna, kick it up a notch for my liking, because it's my Instagram. It's our post, our baby announcement post. And I don't want my mascara to, I don't want to have like panda eyes in these pictures. And so I retouched them. I retouched them a little bit, but I moved from like the couch to the bed. Corey's like, can we get lunch? I forget what day this was. This was a Friday. He was off because it was the 4th of July weekend. He wasn't working that day. And literally the whole morning was just me being OCD about 12 photos and which order and the song. And we chose Mariah Carey, Fantasy, a positive, upbeat pregnancy announcement song. I see a lot of pregnancy announcement songs on Instagram with the photos, and it's sweet. They're very like, they're just somber. They're just sweet, and I'm just like, no, this is like a big fucking deal. We're going to celebrate. We're going to do, how does the Fantasy song go? Mariah Carey Fantasy. Do 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 do. I can't even. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Okay, so we posted the photos. We got lunch, but he was just like, "Can we get lunch?" I'm like, "Honey, you don't understand." And then I'm like, "Oh my!" And then I'm like, "Honey, this is a." I can't say this, but it's so fucking funny. I can't say it. I can't, like, if I called him right now, he wouldn't give a shit. But it was so, like, something happened. Okay. So I'm like, it's a, what do you call it? A shared Instagram post when you collaborate. It was a collaborative post between a husband and wife, right? Corey and I's profiles were both tagged or whatever. I made the post, but he had to accept it. Right. And so he's in the shower. I can't say what happened. I can't fucking say what happened. He's in the shower and I have both of our phones next to each other. I'm about to press post and then I'm about to go to his notifications to accept the collaborative invite or whatever on his end. And something happened when I opened his phone and I lost my shit. I was laughing so hard. I was like, I will always remember when I went to post our pregnancy announcement. This is what I saw on my phone or on your phone. You guys, I'm not gonna, it was so fucking funny. It was so like, yeah. But anyways, it was my birthday. We went to Phil's barbecue. Okay, what are my other life updates? Oh, it was 4th of July. I need some water. It was 4th of July. And we went to the country club again where we got married. It's our 4th year doing it. And 4th year doing it. First time I didn't black out and make an idiot out of myself. So that was weird. I was like, okay. After the fireworks show, there's all these announcements that were happening there, and there's like a loudspeaker and this guy emceeing the whole event. Like, I don't remember that. But then I'm like, after the fireworks, it's dark. There's a bunch of picnic tables. I think it's on the first hole of the course. Yeah. There's a bunch of picnic tables, and that's where you sit and eat and like watch the fireworks. And it's dark, right? After the show ends, it's dark. And I was like, this year, I was like, like they turn on these bright ass spotlights after, and it's lit up and everyone's leaving after that. I'm like, I don't remember that. I didn't know that happened. And I was mortified as this is happening this past weekend, as the lights, it's like when they turn the lights on in the club at 2 a.m. Like, I was like, I'm so mortified that the lights turned on last year, and I was probably saying goodbye to people because that's what we did this year. That's when you go and kissy, huggy all the people you came with and saw. And I was like, oh, fuck. So, story time. So last year we went to his parents' house for the 4th and did a little day party thing, and my mother-in-law hosted. And then afterwards we went to the country club at like 6. The fireworks show doesn't start till 8:39. So long story short, you guys, I can't day drink. I cannot. Okay. This is my plan. So I cannot day drink into night drink, or I cannot start drinking at like 3 p.m. like a margarita or like a Paloma, like a mixed cocktail. Like, I cannot start with that at 3 p.m. and continue that until fucking 9 p.m. Okay. And that's what happened last year. And it was so bad to the point where like, I remember the moment I stopped remembering everything. And it was on my camera roll. And I'm like, yep, that's the last thing I remember doing. And then it was so bad at the country club at the last year's 4th that I was on the putting green. They do there's a little putt thing you can do while you're there. And it's like kid friendly, right? There's kids, strollers, babies everywhere. They're all playing putt. Of course they are. It's just a kid filled little putting green. And then there's me in my fucking wedges and I wore a jean dress last year, and that's when I was so skinny last year. And anyways, there was a moment I do recall where I came to and I was like, fuck. Fuck. Like as loud, like full, like I screamed it because I missed the putt. And I do remember Corey being like, shut the fuck up. You can't say that. What the fuck are you doing? So I was a complete shit show, messy, sloppy, degenerate at this nice ass place with families and like kids. And that was the 3rd year. I mean, last year was the worst. So much so. And the thing is I was drinking margaritas it was like a margarita day. And then you get there and I'm like, Corey's like, you want another you want another margarita? You want another drink? Cause you show up and it's like, you have no drinks in your hand, right? No drinks. This is the time, Jacqueline, when you have no drinks in your hand after you've been day drinking for like a couple of hours. This is the time where you go over to the barbecue tent. You load up on that cornbread. You load up on that barbecue, that brisket, those beans, whatever. You fill your stomach because did I even have a hot dog or anything at my mother-in-law's house? I don't think so. But no, I'm like, Corey's like, what can I get you? And I'm like, I'll just have another margarita. I'm like, bitch, it only took one more for me to go bye-bye. And that's not cute. I definitely, that was a huge, I mean, I've had a lot of, I'm not proud to, I mean, who fucking cares? Again, I don't care about, I'm just so open. I don't care. We've all been, or a lot of us have been here. I've had some like very embarrassing drinking moments in my life, or just like not cute drinking moments. And last year I'm like, I'm 31. I was 30. No. I was 30 still. I was 31 that next Monday. I remember the day of my birthday because this year it was Tuesday. So I was 30 and I was like, I just can't be this way. And so I learned my lesson. So it's light beer. If you're going to have cocktails during the day, I'm a light beer bitch. I'm a Coors Light. Give me a Coors Light. Okay. It's 3 p.m. Give me a Coors Light. I'm not drinking a margarita at 3 p.m. if I know I'm going to have margaritas tonight at 8 p.m. or whatever at the fireworks show later. Start with a light, like I'm a light, or just do light beer the whole time. I don't do wine. The wine hangover isn't worth it to me. Beer doesn't do shit to me. I am Scottish, part Scottish. Growing up, I noticed my dad was really into Coors Light. So I think it like works with my system the best. So yeah, I learned my lesson. No hard alcohol, no mixed cocktails. Cause I just don't have I get excited. I show up to the thing and I'm like, yeah, sure. Give me a margarita. I'm like, I need a drink. You know, like you're there with people. Everyone's got a drink in their hand. I'm just wired to like, let's fucking party. And I can't hang and I cannot hang and it's not cute. So light beer it is. Yeah. If I'm in a controlled setting, this sounds like I'm an alcoholic. Okay. It does run in my family. So I'm hyper aware. I haven't talked about alcohol in a long time because I am pregnant and I can't drink right now. And I don't miss it at all. But like, what was I saying? If I'm in a controlled environment, if I'm at Miguel's getting, carne asada tacos and guac and chips and shit, and I'm having like a dinner, it's like 6:30, we're getting dinner, we're having tacos and whatever. If I'm like at a restaurant and I'm going to leave and go home and go to bed, like I can have a margarita. Okay. I can have a couple, maybe two. That's usually when I feel like shit the next day. If I have, like, I hate hard alcohol. I hate it. The hangover of shots and multiple margaritas and fucking thinking about, I'm pregnant right now. So I'm like really analyzing drinking and just my past. And I'm like hyper, I don't know. I'm just like thinking about it, I guess now. Like it's like now that I'm sober, I'm like, let me reflect on my drinking career during this time. And I'm like, the thought of being in a club in like Vegas, getting a tequila soda, like it doesn't sound nothing about, because it's always like when you're going out, it's like, give me a tequila soda. And then there's like, who wants a shot? And then now you're having shots of tequila. Fuck all that. Give me a light beer, bitch. Give me a light beer. Give me a nice chill beer buzz. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm happy. I don't even need the beer. I need to figure out what my drink is. That's not, guys, this is fucking sad. Do you think I'm equipped to raise a child? Like literally, I sound like a hot mess right now. I sound insane. I do sound insane. The estrogen is rising rapidly, by the way. And I think that's contributing to my heightened emotions and instability, the mental instability. So like, give me some grace. But we're pregnant. We don't care. We're living life. We're on Prozac still, which is helping balance it out. And that's also controversial. What substances am I taking? They kept me on Prozac. I'm on a light dose. It's not very high. And I've been on that since I started this podcast, honestly, and it changed my life. So awesome. So we did the 4th of July. This weekend was way too packed. It was way too packed. I don't have the capacity for multiple commitments. Like I just don't. Being social for multiple days in a row. And anyways, I told you about the 4th of July. So Friday night we went to our friend's house. We had a beautiful dinner. They cooked Mediterranean. They just got back from Italy. They showed us, it was so cute. You know, when people, like, they had a wedding video from Lake Como and it was like 20 minutes or whatever. And like, it's the type of thing where you're watching, it's so beautiful. It did make me cry. Like, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And I'm emotional about it because I love love and they're so in love and it's so beautiful. But I'm like, sometimes like, it's like telling people your dreams when people show you videos of themselves and they're giving their vows and it's like this romantic thing between two people. You're sitting there kind of like your asshole's clenching a little bit. You're just like awkward, but like also you're like, this is so beautiful. And it was like, I'm not saying it wasn't, but you know, they love watching themselves because they're so like, they're dressed so well. They're in their bride and groom gear. Okay. In fucking Lake Como. They look like they're in like an old Hollywood movie. It was gorgeous, but it was kind of long. And and Corey's like, okay, like it was glitching. It stopped working. He's like, I think we should get dinner. Like, let's go eat dinner now. Anyways, we did that Friday. It was great. A really nice time. Got together with some friends. And then Saturday we went to his mom's house. We had family time there, family in town, a new baby we got to meet in the family, which is cool. And then I love the attention. Everyone's just like, how are you feeling? Tell us everything. Like, how you know, they're like, can I touch your bum? I'm like, sure. Like, also, like, of course I don't care if you want to touch my bum. I don't give a, again, do anything. Oh my God. Speaking of mental breakdowns, oh my God. I was so pissed we had to go and like do this. Okay. Honestly, I was like, yes, family's in town, his end of the family, right? And it's the right thing to do. And there's a new baby. And like, why wouldn't we want to see a new baby? Like, I'm having a baby. Like come on. Like, but I was just so like, I was like yelling about feeling like a fucking show pony. I'm like, I feel like everyone wants me to come around now because I'm the show pony. Everyone wants to like take a look and see the pregnant lady and like, you know, wheel her into the room and show her off, right? It's like a fucking prized whatever. It's like you're in the show. I don't know. What would you call that? Like a livestock show? I don't know. I'm like out for I'm you get it. And I was having a fucking breakdown before this. I was like so dreading it. And I was in a mood. And I was pissed. And I was like, I don't know what to fucking do. Because the thing is I was like, my whole weekend, it already started Friday, right? Because we did a dinner, which was so I guess that wasn't even a thing, honestly. But then I'm like, we also have to do the 4th of July thing. And then midday, noon, I have to go be social again. My Saturday's fucked. Like I can only, so if I have a middle of the day thing to commit to, like a middle of the day lunch, a middle of the day doctor's appointment, middle of the day anything, that's my day. Hey, that's my day. Okay. A middle of the day thing plus an evening outing event, a 4th of July shindig, the whole day it's double fucked. I'm only thinking the priority would be the night thing. I could can the middle of the day thing. So that way my Saturday can be for me. Okay. So I can do the errands I need to do, clean the things I need to clean. Like, you know, have a little like me time because it's Saturday and I'm just like, I can't, multiple commitments on the same day. I go fucking back. I go nuts. And then it's so funny. I'm saying this because I'm having a breakdown in the car. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm in such a bad mood. And Corey's like, but then I'm really good. I coach myself out of it. So that way I never want to show up like that. So I immediately snap out of it. Like when we're like, you know, 5 minutes away, I'm like, okay, I'm like, I need to cut this shit out. Like I'm being a snob, I'm being selfish, I'm being stupid, and I don't want to feel this way. And so I snapped out of it. It was wonderful. I show up and my husband's cousin, she's like, back to the show pony thing. She's like, oh my God. Like she's so excited. She's like, can I touch it? And I'm like, yes. Like I'm so into it. I'm so happy. Cause like, that's me. That's who I am. All this moody bullshit it's the estrogen. It's the progesterone. It's whatever the fuck is being pumped at a obnoxious level in my body right now. It's not Okay. And sometimes that takes over and I'm a raging cunt for no reason. Okay. And so when I remembered who the fuck I am and she wanted to touch my belly and wanted to ask me all the questions about everything, I was like, let's have a chat. Okay. Let's do this. I was so happy. The attention's been great. I do love the attention. It's been fun. But yeah, I'm a hot mess a little more often than I'd like to admit. So we did that. So that was Saturday. And then on Sunday, we had our friends back over at our place to watch the World Cup, the Mexico-England game where England won. We watched that. So, of course, I had to clean the house all day. House is upside down from not being able to clean Saturday. And you guys, whenever I go to the amount of there were so many clothes everywhere. I peeled every item of clothing off of every hanger in my closet to find an outfit for the 4th of July event on Saturday. It was, and then, so then you come home late that night and then you walk in like my office here where I have a closet where some of my clothes are, and then my bedroom, and there's just like piles of clothes and hangers and just shit. So on Sunday, that's when you have to clean all that up and clean your house because you're hosting people later because you have dogs. And the biggest fear you have is that people are going to walk in your home and smell the dog smell. And you're like, that's absolutely not happen. Like if people walk in my house and they're sniffing and they're like, it smells like the kennel, like the Humane Society in here, I will kill myself. Like I cannot handle that. So I go above and beyond. I do the most extra shit. I'm literally like bistling my rugs. Every window's open. Every fan is on. The hypochlorous acid spray is on every surface, every curtain, So they came over and we ordered pizza and pasta and salad and stuff, and which was so dumb because our friend was like, hey, I'm not doing dairy and animal fats right now. I have high cholesterol. So he couldn't eat the pizza. So he got some salad, and the amount of feta and Parmesan in it was like worse than the pizza. So he didn't eat. And then we ordered carrot cake and brownies and fucking tiramisu. And that was all for me, honestly. But like, it was so like, we had like, and by the way, we had no food in our fridge. We had nothing. I didn't have any, like I could have done a little cheese and cracker situation. But again, he's like he's not doing dairy because he had high cholesterol coming back from Italy, and he like has that in the family, and he needs to get that down. So we just fucked up with the food order, but it was fun. So that was Sunday. And then Corey's FaceTiming me. Fuck. Wait, hold on. I have to put you on speaker. Are you showing me the dogs? Wait. Hold on. I need to put this on. Are you? Hello? Are you talking? I'll call him back. I think it's connected to my computer or some. You guys are here with me in the room.
Hello.
Sorry, did the audio not work?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's connected to my computer and I'm podcasting or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought
it's okay.
I'll let you go.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Just that the dogs are doing well and got some good news in with work, but I'll tell you when you're all finished.
Oh, cool. All right.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Love you. Okay, bye. Damn it. I wish he said something more. He could have really, that was his moment. That was his 15 seconds. He could have popped off about something and he had nothing. I mean, something positive happened at work. So I guess that's all he was probably thinking about. But yeah, he has the dogs today. And anyways, okay. So that was my weekend. Oh my God, this is so long. And we're not even at the portion of the podcast that means something to me. Okay. And this is going to tie into a news story as well. I guess we could move. Oh, wait. What else is on the life updates section here? Wimbledon's happening. Wimbledon, the gorgeous golf tournament, not golf tournament, tennis tournament in London. I had the pleasure of going to this back in the day when I did my study abroad. It is so stunning. Like the fashion, just the classiness of Wimbledon it is the most classy thing I have ever witnessed in my life. I remember there was a specific skirt I saw walk by where in my brain, I still remember this skirt. I go, they only do that in London. The women only do that kind of skirt in London. And it was a long T-length skirt, I believe. And she just looked so classy. And I just remember seeing the outfits and just being like, fuck, there's levels in life. There are levels of, and they're all about the class system there, the different class levels in England. It's very, separated, or there are hard lines, obvious lines, hard class system. It's a class. What am I saying? There's like it was a posh event. This is where the posh people go. And now people are bitching and complaining because influencers ruin everything, including Wimbledon, because apparently Alex Earl showed up in this dress that was like, what the fuck are you wearing to Wimbledon? That you're not supposed to wear it. I think it was this champagne gold colored dress. I don't remember. I think she did a get ready with me on TikTok, and people are pissed. And it's like, cause the thing is what we're really dealing with influencers going to these sporting events. If it's, F1, Wimbledon, they don't go to the Masters. They're really not allowed to. I don't think. I think they block the influencers out. What other? I mean, basketball, NBA is a little more chill. It's laid back. But what are the classy of? I'm just thinking. Let's just say Wimbledon and F1. Those are. What am I? They make these sporting events, the influencers, look cheap. They cheapen it. There's something about the fact that they have access to everything. They go to everything where like the Kentucky Derby is another example. I'm thinking of the classy sporting type events. They make everything just tackier and cheaper looking. And I'm sorry, Alex Earl, I love her, but also like she's turning. Something's happening. You guys, I don't know what's happening. But there's like a dark energy happening. And I think it's summer. It is summer. But she's getting more, I think is it Stassi baby? Is it Stassi rubbing off on her? Is there like a Hollywood elite connection there that's coming through Stassi baby now into Alex Earl? Is there like something is happening to Alex Earl and people are like not about her content right now? They're like, it's like a dark energy. I don't know what it is. It used to be like she's kind of gone. People are saying like her eyes, like something's not, I don't know. And of course I adore her. I'm not saying anything like, my opinions haven't changed. I don't have enough to work with here to really make a comment, but the people, I'm just seeing the people commenting about how she's changing. Anyway, she was at Wimbledon. People are not liking the outfit and the fact that she showed up, and yeah, it just cheapens these events. I can't explain it. There's just nothing is cool anymore. Nothing is exclusive or special or interesting. Everything's just, you see it through the eyes of influencers and it loses its luster, loses the special essence that it once had. Like there's certain things, like when I went to Wimbledon, that was during 2014. And, I mean, I had Instagram, that was early Instagram, but nothing like it is today. It was nothing like it is today. Okay, so oh fuck, I forgot to I didn't even set the scene, tell you to subscribe, whatever. Doesn't matter. You know what to do. you already know what to do, obviously. It's 2026. You're addicted to your cell phone, you know what to do. You've heard like, subscribe, comment, review a million times by other you know what to do. You know what to do. I forgot to set the scene and talk about my day and talk about this morning. And you guys, I woke up to, okay. I heard the lawnmower going off in the front of our house. Like I heard it and I didn't really know. I was hoping, the first thought I had was like, I hope that's our neighbors getting after it with their lawn. Of course it wasn't. Okay. It was our front lawn. I didn't realize the landscapers came today. And, anyways, so it was that. And then my Ring camera's going off. It's like, hey, like motion at the front door, whatever it says. And now the Ring camera updates are getting really specific. Really specific. They're telling you like a black man with a backpack is walking by your front door or towards your front. I mean, it is racially profiling. I mean, I've seen a woman with a stroller is pushing her stroller in front of your home. A fucking The standard thing is like a package has been delivered. A package is detected at your front door. Doorbell rang. But now it's like a man with a bag. It literally knows the mailman. I think it says the mailman is coming to your front door. It's crazy. So it's like hyper specific now about who's coming to your door, which by the way, I never answer my front door. Life hack, life tip, pro tip. If you're a woman, if you are at home all the time, never answer your front door for any reason, ever. Don't do it. That's my survival tip of the day. Just never, ever, for any reason, let someone know, unless it's your neighbors, and it's even. That's just fucking annoying anyways. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, am I a good neighbor? I'm a good neighbor, but I'm also like, I don't want to fucking see anyone. Like, I don't want to be your friend. Like, I want to like be friendly with you. And I want to do that. Like, hey, I want to wave and like small talk as I'm watering my front garden or whatever. But like, we don't need to be like, it's sad. It should be that way. They should come over with a pie and, offer it to you and you should take it and go, come on in, let's have a slice, and then like get to know them at the front, kitchen table. But anyways, I don't answer my door for any reason. What am I saying? Okay. So I detected, so the landscapers were there this morning at 7 a.m. It was very early and I'm still in bed because I woke up at 4 a.m. wide awake, crazy insomnia. Like I was so awake. I was like, I could get up for the day, but I went to bed at 11. So I was like, that's not enough sleep time. And I was on my phone scrolling for like 45 minutes until 4:45. I was like, fuck. And then I like forced myself to get off my phone and just keep sleeping. And then I slept until like 7. Anyways, I don't get out of bed, but our window by our master bedroom, we have, blinds that go up and down, right? And every morning we open the blinds. It's what you do, right? Corey was already up. He was like on the way to work at this time. He had the dogs. It was great. He was like up and at him very early. We skipped the gym. I slept in. I never sleep until 7. And the fucking, one of the guys, the landscaping guys, it's so, I sleep naked. Okay. Everyone like, that's what I do. Okay. I don't do PJs. I don't do, unless I'm doing my belly oils, which I am slacking off on right now. I'll wear like a maternity pair of like shorts that go over the belly. So all the oils and stuff don't get all over the sheets. Like I'll wear that. Yeah. Anyways, I sleep naked and I sit up, and as I sit up to get out of bed, I forget they come to the back porch they like hedge our azalea in the back. He walks by and he doesn't see me, but I'm like, okay, do I hide in bed right now or do I get up naked and just quickly close the blinds? And I did the second option and it was very close. It was a close call. But yeah, anyways, that happened this morning. Fuck, what time is it? I don't know when I started. We're still going. Oh, I went to Target. Okay, so this is a life updates. Should I just make 2 episodes? Am I hitting a wall? I do have leftover barbecue in the fridge. I got a full rack of ribs, the side of tri-tip, macaroni salad, and potato salad. I wish I got the coleslaw because I took a bite of Corey's coleslaw and it was a lot better than my potato salad. I wish I got macaroni salad and coleslaw with my barbecue and I didn't, but it was wonderful. I got a full rack of beef ribs. Only half the rack, took the other half home. I am for the algorithm now, like work with me right now. Like let's like I need someone to like brainstorm with me right now, success coach me, podcast coach me. Do I eat the rack of ribs, the leftover rack of ribs? There's a segment I'm going to be doing in the future here. Because I'm wilting like a dying flower. I am low blood sugar right now. I need a snack. Okay. These life updates have become the entire episode and I'm losing steam. Okay. I need food. Okay. Do I eat the half rack of baby back ribs as I talk? Because it's a huge story right now. I don't know if you know, this is breaking news happening right now in the biohacking space. Okay. Do I eat these ribs on camera while I'm discussing Bryan Johnson's stomach eating itself? Okay, he has a gastrointestinal immune condition. Is that the perfect like I'm just face fucking beef ribs as I'm talking about Bryan Johnson's stomach eating itself. And I'm also going to be talking about my eating disorder. I've already like pre-planned this because behind the scenes of podcasting, I used to just not plan anything and just I pretty much up until this point have written notes. Oh my God. Am I giving away oh my God. Magicians never reveal their tricks or whatever the quote is. You know, I'm doing more research, you could say. I'm brushing up on the content I'm going to be discussing more than I used to. Because it used to be, I would just read a headline and go, okay, I want to talk about that. And then as I'm podcasting, I'm learning about it. We've already learned about it. Okay. And then we're going to report on it. Anyways, thinking about eating these ribs live on camera with like a paper towel, like tucked in because I'm so hungry right now. Fuck. Okay. We got this. Okay. But I need to finish the life updates. Like I'm going to power through this and then I'm going to get some food and then go into the news. We just have, we have a lot, but fuck. Okay. So I went to Target the other day and I haven't been to Target in a while, but every time I go to Target, I have a bad experience and it's usually with the cashiers. They're not with me while I'm checking out, if that makes sense. They're not personable. They don't want to be there. Okay. They never want to be there. This specific Target in San Diego that I go to, they don't want to be there. They don't want to work there. They don't want to talk to you. It's very cold. It's a very cold environment at Target. And I know Target has turned in a lot of people's minds. A lot of people are not about Target anymore. The vibe has completely changed and it's not what it used to be. Like so many other establishments in this country, Target has lost its sauce completely and it is very dystopian and sad. And speaking of dystopian, when and they're all brown now. Target is brown. It's not red. It's brown. Target that we used to know and love, the red Target on the side of the building, it's all brown, beige and sad and lifeless. So I go to Target the other day, and speaking of dystopian, what time of day was this? It was like a Tuesday at 2 p.m. It was a Tuesday at 2 p.m. And for some reason, the international community of San Diego flocks to this Target to shop. I don't know what's around the area that would, I don't know why, but I know that I hear a lot of other languages. I see a lot of faces from around the world that I'm not used to seeing in terms of bone structure, skin. You guys, it's a melting pot. This Target I go to, what am I saying? It's a multicultural, it's a mecca of multiculturalism. I'm hearing French. I'm hearing German. I'm hearing Portuguese. I'm hearing Japanese. I'm hearing a lot of Chinese, Japanese. There's a lot of Asian people that come here. Sometimes there's a bus that drops off. There's something going on in the area. I don't know what. I can't put my finger on it. Something I could put my finger on is the fact that now, when you go into Target, people do not see past 2 feet in front of them. Everyone's vision bubble has shrunk. I'm assuming because of our phones and our phone addiction. Nobody sees each other. Nobody is with the people in the Target around them. They're in the 2 feet of space in front of them, and that's it. That's it. Okay, if they're in the produce aisle, it's them and the bananas. Okay, if they're in the gaming section, it's them and the PS whatever, 10, I don't know what we're on. If they're in the frozen aisle, they're with them and the ice cream liter, or what is it called? The ice cream pints. That's it. And okay, but also, when they are in, this happened to me. When these two they were these cute little Asian girls. I'll just be specific. These cute little Asian girls, they were probably in college. I think they might have been in college. Maybe they go to like UC San Diego. I don't know. Because they only see 2 feet in front of them, I am looking at the cake mix. Okay. I'm standing, in the middle of the aisle, looking at the cake mix, trying to decide, do I go Ghirardelli or do I go Betty Crocker, right? It's usually between those two for me. I always go Ghirardelli, and then I go, do I do cake, or do I do brownies? The thing is I'm really, okay, the double, it's called Ghirardelli double chocolate brownies, that mix specifically, just get that. Don't even make the cake, make the brownies and frost them with cream cheese frosting, thank me later. Better yet, make them in a cupcake tin. Okay. 10 out of 10 grocery store item right there. Okay. Get the Betty Crocker cream cheese frosting, that's fine. But get the Ghirardelli double chocolate brownie mix. Get double the recipe. You're gonna love them so much. You're gonna be happy you did. Okay. So I'm in the middle of the aisle, in a free state, trying to decide Betty Crocker, Ghirardelli, whatever. And, I've got space between me and the cake box mixes. And the spatial awareness. Oh, by the way, I start going closer to the boxes because now I'm going to examine them. I'm looking, I don't give a fuck about ingredients at this point because, I'm in the cake box section. Like I'm not in, like it's all bad. Like there's nothing. I mean, maybe there was like a Quest bar protein version of cake mix somewhere, but I'm not about that life. So like, whatever. I get closer to examine the box, and like shoulder to shoulder with me is a girl also looking at the same box, like in my bubble. The two girls, like there was no awareness of me. It was just her and the 2 feet in front of her that happened to be the same cake mix I was looking at. And it was like, oh my God, the other day, speaking of spatial awareness, I was at the gym and I was doing cable kickbacks. This is exactly how it felt. But I didn't have, I'm not going to give this girl, this Asian woman in the Target, the cake box section, elbows. I'm not going to give her, I don't have a cable to kick back at her that would make sense to move her out of my way. I can't stiff arm her out of my bubble. Okay. What do you do? Move? I could have said something. I just kind of was so taken back by it that I didn't say anything. I just kind of was like, all right, you do you, bitch. Like, you go get the cake mix. I'll take my time here. I'll stand back and wait. But the other day at the gym, by the way, if you are behind me while I'm doing a cable kickback and you think you're going to use the cable behind me to do a fucking lat pull down or a cable row, whatever, some sort of upper body thing behind me, you are getting kicked. Okay. I am kicking you. I am using the space I was using before you got there. I'm using it to its full capacity. I am not moving. Okay. Because there's it's usually busy where I go to the gym. It's usually so busy. Hey, it's not happening. I'm kicking. So the other day, this girl was just so unaware of like I'm kicking back this way. Like if you stand there, you're going to get kicked. And I kicked her. I have kicked so many people doing a cable kickback at the gym. I don't give a fuck. If you were in my space, you're getting kicked. I'm a fucking donkey at the gym. I am a donkey and I don't give a fuck. Okay. I will kick you and I have no remorse for it because you have no awareness of other people's space. You have no regard for other people's. It is so irritating. And she tried to set up a cable. She starts doing like this, like pulling it down. And I'm like, right in the cooch. I don't give a fuck. I will kick you in your vagina. I will kick you in your balls. I will kick you wherever my leg lands. Okay. Wherever my leg lands, you're getting kicked. And she immediately left. Didn't say a word. I also, because I'm not a complete cunt, will be like, oh, sorry. Like I kind of like a quick one, like a quick, like, oh shit. Like, oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Cause I'm not like, obviously, I'm a bitch, but I'm not like a bitch, anyways, back to Target. I just noticed it was very creepy. I felt as I was walking around Target, I felt this energy that it felt bad. I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to get out of there. So I didn't enjoy my time there. It was the combination of people only really having awareness of the 2 feet in front of them and not being considerate of, or acknowledging people's existence in the same room. And there's something going on where it's like everyone's in their own bubble. No one interacts. No one talks. You've all experienced this. It's very weird, especially when you're in close proximity. Like I was with this girl in the cake section. It wasn't like, hey, I'm from China. Is this cake mix good? Do you have any recommendations of what cake mix is the best and what you like? What one were you going to pick out? It wasn't that. It was just like zombie land. Just look, we were so close to the cake mix boxes together. We were like Siamese twins. It was so, well, she kind of went in front of me. Cause I was like, I don't know, I was kind of at a 45-degree angle. And so she was kind of like chest back with me. Like it was very strange. There was no awareness. But then again, the energy in Target was very weird. It was the amount of products. My skin was starting to crawl. I was just like, I hate late stage capitalism. I hate hyper consumerism. I hate why I was like, why am I here? I think it was because I ordered groceries and they weren't going to come till the next day. So I was like, I need something to hold us over for tonight. I need to make dinner. So I grabbed some stuff for dinner. And then, what else did I? And then I was like, oh, I haven't been to Target in a while. I'm going to walk around all the aisles. I go to like the athleisure section. I go to the bikini section. And I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here. And then when I checked out, I forgot bags. Okay. There was this young guy who's probably 22. Whatever. Oh my God. I'm pissed. He is like, would you like to buy a bag? And I go, sure. Yes. I forgot my bag. Say, yeah, please. That'd be great. It's all he said to me the whole time. He didn't even tell me my total. This is how bad it is at Target. I'm saying Target, but I feel like this is happening everywhere, okay? They ask you, do you want to purchase a bag? And then they say nothing. They say nothing after that. They don't tell you your total. They don't small talk about your day. The only place this is still happening, let's be honest, is Trader Joe's. Let's be honest. Thank God. I need to start going back there. I had heavy items. Like I had Celsius drinks. I had a package of sparkling water. So like a box of Spindrifts, like I'm drinking now. I didn't tell you my beverage today. I'm drinking a lemon Spindrift. I had cans. Okay. Box of cake mix, the brownie mix. I went with the brownie mix, the Ghirardelli double chocolate. A can of cream cheese frosting is pretty heavy. Okay. So like I had some pretty substantial items. Okay. Almond milk also. Okay. Would you like to purchase a bag? I say yes. The level of retardation I experienced when he bagged my groceries, I have nothing to say. I am like, okay, this is a decently clean cut, good looking white kid. He's probably 22. Okay. Probably played sports in high school. Maybe he's still into, I don't know, maybe he golfs. I don't fucking know. But like judging a book by its cover, if I had to cast him, he, like, would I cast him as a Target cashier, a Target employee? Yeah, like it tracked, but like my brain, I'm still on the Target employee, the guy with the khakis and the red shirt who went viral like 10 years ago that worked at Target. Like I'm still in that, I'm still carrying that kind of like POV of what a Target employee should be and how they should act. I think he did something great in the viral video. I think there was something positive that happened. Was he hot? I think he was hot. I think that's why he went viral. I don't know. So judging a book by its cover, I'm like, I feel like he had like a stay-at-home mom that made him really good sandwiches, and he had a stable home, and he played sports. He got decent grades. He's probably a college student, local. Maybe he's from out of state. I don't know. But just he looked like my fucking brother, like a normal dude, just like a nice, clean-cut, normal dude. Okay. If I was bagging my groceries, okay, and by the way, bags are 10 cents. They're 10 cents. Okay. They're 10 cents. Would you like to buy a bag? Yes. Okay. Okay, Mr. Literal. We'll get to that. If I was bagging these groceries as a cashier, I would recognize the weight of the groceries and I would go, this is probably going to take multiple bags. Okay. It's going to take multiple bags. By the way, they're paper bags. They're fucking paper bags with no handles. No. These had those burlap handles. No, I'm thinking of, okay, these did have handles when I really think about it, because I remember the way he like handed me the bag. They had these like twine handles. It was a paper bag with like twine handles, like burlappy twine handles. But it would have taken, if I did it, like 2 to 3 bags, especially because the drinks were heavy, okay? The drinks were heavy and there's lots of drinks. I got like 15 Celsiuses, okay? Somehow he fucking Tetrised my grocery order into this one paper bag and thought that was okay. The level of retard, like it is unacceptable, okay? And he didn't talk to me. He Tetrised my groceries in this singular brown paper bag with the burlap handles. It did have handles. I think his mind was thinking, oh, she can pick this up with the handles. No shit, Cameron. Like, no shit, it has handles. He like does the most wide grip on the handles and scoots it. He can't even lift it. It's so fucking heavy. Like scoots it towards me and lays the receipt on top. Doesn't even say have a great day. He's already talking to the next customer. They're already doing the checkout. By the time I get the bag and he's sliding it and he's already scanning new shit. He doesn't give a fuck about me. Okay, Cameron. I feel like his name was Cameron. You're everything that's wrong with this country, and I hate you. And I hate the vibes of going out in public and being around other American citizens and employees at these establishments. It is fucking bullshit. No one takes pride. My neighbors aren't taking pride. In their home. They're letting it go to shit. They're not mowing. They're not coming outside. They're not coming outside to take their garbage cans in. They're not. These employees don't talk to you. These people, your fellow neighbors, your fellow citizens that you exist with in this country don't talk to you. They don't acknowledge your presence. If anything, they get in your way and they don't even say, oh, like, sorry, I bumped you, or, oh, nothing. It's disgusting, okay? I'm pregnant, okay? I am pregnant. I am obviously pregnant, Cameron, okay? I am a pregnant woman. I'm a pregnant woman who forgot her bags, okay? And you give me 50 pounds of groceries in a singular paper bag to waddle out with. I did have a cart and I did put the bag in the cart because that was obviously what I was going to do. Regardless, I struggled to lift that singular bag into my shopping cart. It was on the verge. I got eggs. I got fucking eggs and he put them on the top. That was the final piece of how he bagged my groceries. The final piece of how he bagged my groceries was, let's finish this Tetris puzzle by putting the eggs right on top, which was smart. I will give him that because they're fragile and like that's obviously where you'd put the eggs. But like knowing him, like, or I guess he isn't that retarded because those would have been on the bottom, you know what I mean? But so like, okay, I'll give him like a little bit of a boost in his rating if I had to do a review. The fucking eggs on top. So I'm being gingerly about it. I can't even use the handles. He had a wider grip than me. Okay. He could probably palm a basketball. I'm a dainty woman. Okay. I can't wide grip the paper bag handles like that. And so I fully do a medicine ball carry with my, like, if you've ever done a medicine ball carry, you know what I'm talking about, with my shopping bag. And I'm not supposed to side bend too much right now. It's resting on my child in my fucking pregnant belly. Because that's the only way I was going to lift this into my cart. Okay. He scoots it to me with his hand. He's already scanning the next customer's groceries. He's not talking to me. He's not saying, how can I help? No one's saying, how can I help this pregnant woman? No one's saying that. By the way, a baby starts crying at the same time this is all going on, and I'm highly concerned about the next thing that happened. I medicine ball carry my grocery bag over to my cart. And now I'm like, I need to fit this in the top section where the child seat is. Because I cannot bend this. I cannot get this over the side of the cart and down. I'm not supposed to bend like that. I need this to be in the front baby seat thing. And it was leaning. It didn't, the base of the fucking plastic, what the fuck? The base of the brown paper bag stuffed to the brim did not fit properly in this child seat of my shopping cart. So it's leaning. So I'm holding it. One arm pushing the cart, holding it. Okay, again, eggs are on top and I'm getting the fuck out of there as fast as I can. Okay? And I parked in the back of the parking lot. Because I have goals, and my goal right now is 10,000 steps a day until this baby comes. Okay? I'm getting my steps in. And I had to go a pretty far distance with this cart and this leaning shopping bag with eggs on top. Okay. It is hell to live here in this country right now. It is fucking hell. I get shamed. Well, I've had people in my life that grew up in a different generation express to me that like, and I did what they told me. Go out, go to the store. Go into the store, buy your groceries in the store. Don't be a lazy piece of shit. Like, because I get them delivered and I've let them know hi, I'm talking about you, but you're part of this story. So like, it's fun and it's fun. We're having fun. They've expressed that like, you know, all this convenient stuff you do is like, it's ruining society. Like it's not good for you. Like you need to get out, be around people. But then you go out and you be around people and it's Satan's house. It's Satan's house. It's zombie land. On the way out, I almost called CPS on a woman. So then this happened. It was the type of screaming, crying you hear in a grocery store where it's like this child's in pain. Like it's not just a tantrum, like a whiny, like, mommy, I want a cookie. And like, it's not like one of those things. It was like a visceral, primal child cry scream. And it was very loud. It was to the point where everyone's looking. There's elderly people in the pharmacy section breaking their necks literally to like see what's happening around the corner. And it was in the checkout aisle section. She was at the self-checkout with her kid. And she was trying to calm him down. And she was like, stop it. Brayden, stop it. I don't know his name. Brayden, stop it. Stop it. And he's like wailing, like I thought he was hurt. Like, you know, when you hear I mean, if you've ever heard like someone grieve after I saw the hardest I've ever heard, or the most primal thing I've ever heard in my life came from a woman. The day I got Jimmy and I picked up my golden retriever puppy, the day of, 2 hours before, a Yorkie got hit by a car in front of my apartment. Okay. The scream I heard, I was on a meeting. I was on a Zoom call at my old PR job. I had to stop the meeting and I said, I have to go check on what's happening outside. I think someone's hurt. It was the craziest scream I've ever heard in my life. Like, I will never forget that. She comes across the road with her dead Yorkie, goes to the man who ran it over and sets the Yorkie down in front of his he got out of his car and set it down in front, the lifeless Yorkie in front of this man on the pavement, and was just wailing, screaming at him. It was so dark. We'll never forget that. The way this baby toddler, like he was probably 3 in Target, was screaming was as primal and dark as that. And everyone was looking, and I'm holding my fucking grocery bag that's leaning, and I'm pushing my cart, and I'm like, and this dumb, oh my God, I am so fired. I don't even think I can talk about Bryan Johnson's stomach eating itself this episode. I don't think we're going to make it. I think I need to make 2 episodes because I'm fired the fuck up right now. Okay. My biggest cause, honest to God, now that I'm in this chapter of life, my biggest cause, the thing I care about so much. And now I am concerned about the birth rate. Okay. We discussed this last week. I'm concerned about the birth rate. It's a major problem. Maybe you could argue it's not because we have too many people on this planet, whatever, but like, it's, you know, lowest it's ever been. So I'm pro, like, have children, have kids. I hate seeing people that clearly should not have kids have kids. It makes me so sad. I get so sad when it's like a fucking carny woman who barely takes care of herself, has completely like let herself go, looks just facially stressed, right? It's always like the face is, you see it reads like mama needs a coffee. Mama needs a Target run, right? No, it's like, it's so stressed. The body is stressed. The mind everything is stressed. And then she has 6 kids. She only had the 1 kid at the Target that day. The other kids were probably at daycare. I don't fucking know what was her situation was. But just when you see the way she was parenting, and the immaturity, the trying to reason like she's a toddler. Like, Brayden, like, stop it. Like, she's like being sassy or whatever, being like, oh, like, don't do that. Oh, don't hit me. Like, you know, when you see parents that are like, don't touch me like that. It's like, take the child, when they're having a tantrum, you remove them from the setting. You don't even reason. You don't even negotiate. You take the child, you bring them to the car. We're done. We're not going. Target is over. Whatever errand you got to run that day, it's not happening. You're not getting your groceries. You're not getting your prescription. You're not getting a new toy for Brayden. You're not getting anything. Okay. They learn the consequence of their action the best that way. When you sit there and negotiate and go, stop it. Like, and that bullshit, I think I'm redeeming myself in terms of like, will I be fit to be a parent? But yeah, it breaks my heart. In all seriousness, it breaks my heart when I see this poor kid was crying so hard. And I'm just like, I need to get the fuck out of here. But like, I can't watch this kid cry like this. It was so uncomfortable and dark. And like, this mom was like struggling to like help him and make him feel better. I was like, I just want to give him a hug. Give him a hug. Oh my God. Hold him, caress him, give him love, like love on him. It was a rough, you guys, what time is it? What time did I start? What time did I say I started? 10 something. Okay. We need to like take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. This will be our intermission, and then I'll talk about some news. I do have it in me. I have the spirit of a lion in me to continue podcasting today. It's only 12:30. I could be here all day. Let's be honest. I just need a quick snack. Okay. I never do this. We're going to pause. Hi, this is the smoke and mirrors of podcasting. We're going to we're going to pause, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about the news. Okay, I'm back here with my leftover barbecue ribs and a pack of paper towels. We're taking a risk doing this, I understand, but I got to eat. Okay, so we're going to eat, and we're going to talk about the news, the things happening in the world. Let's start off with the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding. Don't care, moving on. We've got, my favorite fucking thing is the fact that, like, their biggest fear about their wedding was the fact that drones filming their wedding could happen if they did it outside, or helicopters pop around. Like, that was like the reason they did it at Madison Square Garden. Like, God forbid. That's like the worst thing in their minds that could happen. So they went to the most unromantic, stupid place to have a wedding. It sounds like it was a carnival. They were raffling off Cartier watches and cars, and it just sounds so tacky. We don't have a lot to work with. It did work, the fact that they did it there, because there's not a lot. There's not a lot of content so far about it. There's not a lot to. I guess the vows were 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't give a you guys. She's never captured me. I don't care. Like, Taylor Swift doesn't resonate. I think she's fucking annoying. The end. Like, Taylor Swift. Okay, so Taylor Swift's wedding happened with Travis Kelce. The end. Don't care. Moving on. There is a diarrhea outbreak. There's a massive shitting outbreak happening. There's a parasite causing it, I believe. Let me play this here.
Attention right now on WBTV.com. And while we understand this isn't exactly pleasant dinner table conversation, your health should be top of mind.
Yeah, health officials are tracking cases of a parasite that can cause severe, sometimes explosive diarrhea. And the illness actually does have a name. It's called Cyclospora.
Oh, so what exactly is that, you're asking? Well, that is tonight's good question. According to the CDC, Cyclospora is a microscopic parasite that infects the intestines. Unlike a stomach virus that can rip through an entire household, this parasite typically spreads when people eat food or drink water contaminated with human waste. Here in the U.S., outbreaks have often been linked to fresh produce.
And this outbreak actually started back on May 1st. The CDC reports there have been 145 cases as of June 16th. Now, that was the last time the agency gave an update, so that was just over 3 weeks ago. Now, where exactly are these cases? Well, they're spread throughout the country, 17 states, but most are along the East Coast. The CDC shared this map that you're looking at right here. New York, as you can see, has the highest concentration of cases. North Carolina, well, we come anywhere from 1 to 10 cases. South Carolina.
Everyone at Taylor Swift's wedding is shitting themselves right now. I don't give a fuck about this, honestly. Liquid diarrhea doesn't scare me. In fact, I welcome it. I embrace it. It's my favorite kind of shitting. If I had to pick, liquid hits the heart. I mean, it's so explosive. It's kind of like, I can't believe this is happening right now. As you're shitting liquid, you're like, holy shit. It's like going on a roller coaster ride. Like, it's just takes your breath away. It really does when you get liquid diarrhea. And the liquid shits. So I guess don't eat produce right now. I don't know. Nearly 1,000 people in Michigan have been diagnosed with a parasitic infection that can cause weeks of watery diarrhea, making it the largest such outbreak in state history. So this is Michigan specific. This website, I guess. Cyclospora. Surges can be tricky to investigate. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is kind of an adjacent story to what's happening with Bryan Johnson. Bryan Johnson's stomach is eating itself. Here we go.
Bryan Johnson says he's been diagnosed with autoimmune gastritis, a condition where the immune system literally attacks the stomach lining.
It is true. My stomach is eating itself, and here is why that makes me excited. For context, I was diagnosed with autoimmune thyroid disease at age 21. This is decades before I started my protocol. Autoimmune gastritis affects millions of people around the world, and it currently has no cure. We are going to try to solve that. A few days ago, I had a massive blood draw. We are sequencing 1 million of my immune cells. We're doing this because you have trillions of immune cells in your body that operate as soldiers. Each one of these immune cells or soldiers carries a specific key that is designed to kill a specific threat, like a virus or bacteria. By identifying which of these immune cells are the rogue soldiers, from there we can design specific solutions to stop their attacks. There are a ton of ideas online on how we can find a cure. And friends, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you. I appreciate the effort, the concern, and the want to find a cure. Now, when trying to find a cure, we are agnostic. We're going to follow the data. We want this to be methodical and reproducible so it can work in others too. So this likely isn't as simple as one cause, one fix. There is a stigma around getting a diagnosis. People think it's bad. I think it's great. The earlier you know, the better you are. I want to diagnose every single thing in my body. I genuinely appreciate all of the kindness and support from all of you I've received.
He's trying to put a positive spin on this, but I call bullshit. Little background. I used to be Bryan Johnson. I used to have an eating disorder for 10 years. My life had no meaning. And I see right through this, okay? Bryan Johnson's perfectionist tendencies about his health and his body, he is going to kill him. He's going to die, okay? So what Bryan Johnson needs to do to fix his gastrointestinal issues is he needs to tap into epigenetics. He should know about this. Bryan Johnson, you come on, epigenetics, come on. You can change your body with your mind, Bryan. You can change your body with your mind, okay? You need to do the opposite of what you think you should do, okay? This is the common advice they give you, by the way, when you go through ED recovery. They basically say, like, you can't have any rules and regulations around food. You have to let all of that go. You have to have complete neutrality with food. You can't have good and bad labels, right and wrong labels at all. You can't, or else your brain is going to harbor that like addict thing in that food addiction mode and obsess about it. So if everything's just whatever, neutral, then your mind can relax, your body can relax. It can actually like lose the weight that you want to lose. It's the opposite of what you think. And so I think Bryan Johnson is clenching as hard as his ass. He's clenching as hard as he can. Let it go, Bryan. Let it go, Bryan. Your mind is so cram-packed with biohacking information right now. It's gonna kill itself, okay? Think about it. Bodies aren't perfect, all right? We have cancer cells in our body at all time. We have staph infection cells on our skin at all times. I got a staph infection once. That's the only reason I know that. It's like always on your skin, but like sometimes it can flare up, whatever. So like bodies aren't perfect. They're not supposed to be perfect. We have these systems in place. We have these filters in place that keep things moving, that keep us healthy, that keep us alive, okay? So when your mind is telling your body, Bryan, on a daily basis that it needs to be optimal. It needs to fire a certain way. Every cell in your body needs to be optimized. And you have these thoughts coming in and out all day about how your body should operate. Your body's sitting there and it's like, hey, bitch, I'm having a bad day. I'm not operating as perfectly as I should be. I understand that, Bryan. And they're feeling pressure. It's like when a teacher's mad at you, you're like feeling like anxiety about it. And that's manifesting into your autoimmune gastritis, stomach eating condition, Bryan. You're freaking your own body out. And you need to fucking relax, okay? You need to fucking relax. Your mind creates your reality. It manifests. Like you can literally think your way in and out of disease. Did anyone watch the Heal documentary? People literally sat on a rock, overlooked the ocean, and healed their cancer just by sitting and thinking about the fact that they don't have cancer anymore. Epigenetics, Bryan. This man needs to become useful. He needs to get a hobby outside of his body and switch it up. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking sick of this shit. And I'm sick of seeing him in the news talking about his body and his health and his bowel movements and his stomach and all this. It's disgusting. It needs to stop, okay? So what I'm going to do right now, and by the way, this is what America needs, okay? I'm going to use him as an example, and then I'm going to transition into other people that also need to wise up in this country, okay? A lot of people in this country need to become useful. We have a lot of people that are self-obsessed, self-absorbed, so self-focused. It's killing them. Bryan Johnson's a perfect example. I'm going to use him as an example to start the segment because in this portion of the podcast, I am now a career counselor. Okay, so like I am now a career counselor. Okay, this is what's going on. This is going to be kind of a rapid fire thing. Okay, Bryan, you're into biohacking. We know this. Your stomach's eating itself. You know this, okay? But this and get this, Bryan. You're going to love this. Okay? This is the perfect career switch up for you. Linda has a connection in Denver. You are going to treat this like life and death. You are now an airport wheelchair assistant. Bryan Johnson, I don't want to know about your bowel movements. I don't want to know about that anymore. I want to know how many grandmas made it on the plane safely because of you. And please film it. You can make content around this. You can make a career out of this. I don't care. That is something this country needs. And that is something that would get your mind outside of your body that's eating itself. Remember, your stomach is eating itself because you're so wound tight. You're so wound tight about your diet and your food and your exercise and your sleep and anti-aging and not dying and never dying that it's killing itself. You are going to die if you do not switch up careers, get your mind outside of your body, and help Linda get to her connecting flight in Denver safely. You are now an airport wheelchair assistant. Next.
But I just got back from the nail salon and I felt like sharing. My very best friend in New York taught me this actually, who's quite literally the chicest girl I know without trying. And you know those girls, you always just got to trust them. I'm going to be doing this, I think, all summer. I just got a clear coat with nail strengthener on top. Almond-shaped nails, but just not super long, but not super short. This is the vibe. I know we all love a nude, we love a French. Like I will be doing that at least once or twice this summer, especially for my wedding. But like
Kenny, her name's Kenny. Kenny. Perfect. You are now reading to first graders every Tuesday. Moving on.
My biggest financial flex is that I won't have to work until ever. I'm set for life. I hit the stock market big.
What investments?
Tesla. Just straight Tesla.
Okay, how much did you make?
Around 50 million.
No way.
My dad was big. He put it in for me when I was just born, and it hit big. So I'm just going to try and hold on to it so I can have my kids set for life as well.
And what made your dad want to buy Tesla?
You know, I honestly...
Okay, that was Joe. Great. Joe, love it. You made your millions. You made your money. Now, you're delivering meatloaf to Doris. Okay? Stay with me. I'm your career counselor. You are now delivering meatloaf to doors. You are working for Meals on Wheels. You are a delivery driver for Meals on Wheels. Next.
I'm a strict bitch, okay? But the person I'm the most strict with is myself. Taking extremely good care of myself is a non-negotiable for me. And while for some it may seem excessive, I found that the more I pour into myself, the better I perform in every area of my life. So these are all of the habits that help me stay strict with my appearance. I get ready every single day. I do my skincare morning and night. I always do a little bit of makeup, even if it's just tinted sunscreen and a brow gel. And I change into a real outfit, even if it's just athleisure. I do not allow myself to sit in pajamas all day. When I look put together, I feel put together, and I'm so much more.
So water is wet. This is, what's her name? This is Victoria. Victoria, wonderful. Okay, so let's redirect this discipline into something useful. Okay, something this country needs. You are now working for search and rescue, and you're stabilizing hikers until the helicopter gets there. Victoria, I need you to be lethal with a tourniquet. Okay, I need you to, that's going to be your specialty. Okay. Sure, you can film it. You can make content just like this self-care video. Whatever you need to do to feel like you are seen and heard and known by other people that you exist. Because now if you don't film yourself and you're not online, you don't really exist, right? So like you applying a tourniquet, are you fucking kidding me? To a hiker that's bleeding out? Like that is the content we all in this country want to see. We want to see people helping other people, people doing things of service outside of themselves. Your routine is so obvious. Brow gel, a tinted sunscreen. What else do you mention? Drinking water. You are better than this, Victoria. You are better than this, Victoria. Develop skills that help people that have nothing to do with yourself. Okay? You are welcome to film it. Okay? I'm your career counselor. You are now joining search and rescue, and you're stabilizing hikers before the helicopter gets there. Moving on.
Do you want to attract the perfect partner for you? Then what you need to do is ask yourself, how do I build myself right now into the best partner that I can be? See, here's the reason why. When you are the best partner that you can be, you will attract the best person that aligns with the person that you have become.
I cannot take this shit. I'm so sorry. I'm like breaking right now, but you guys, again, this is like another water is wet one. This is what's his name? Rob Dial. Rob, beautiful. He's already got a mic. Okay. He's already got a mic and he loves, giving advice and helping. So he's kind of already helping people with his podcast. He's got a podcast mic. He's giving relationship advice. Great. Rob, now you're going to start talking to people where every single sentence you say matters. Okay, and this is going to help save lives. Rob, you are now an air traffic controller. Okay, this country needs more air traffic controllers. I'm your career counselor. That is your new profession. Sure, you can film it. It comes with a microphone. You love that. We already know you love that, so you'll fit right in. This is a seamless job transition, a nice pivot into something not only that you're already into, you already like giving advice and talking to people. This is now going to actually contribute to society and help save lives and keep people from planes from crashing, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Do we believe in Rob? Do you think he's qualified after saying better yourself and that will attract, if you better yourself, you'll attract a partner? What did he say? Duh, bitch. We don't need more podcasts of people saying obvious takes make my brain explode. Moving on.
iOS 26.5 was just released to everyone. Here are the best new features. First, go into your settings, then scroll down and click on apps. Now search for messages and click on it. You will see.
This one's easy. What's his name? Alex. Tech support at the senior center. Simple. You'll be great at that. Moving on.
If you're dating an alpha man, famous, hot, rich, any of those three or worse, all of those three together, then you cannot show weakness in any area. So like, for example, if you think it's okay to try and make him jealous, he ain't the guy. If you think that you cannot text him back, as soon as you're not available, some of the bitches. If you want to deal with a man on that level, let me tell you, I am her on the female version. I'm telling you exactly how it is for me, and it's even more for them. You cannot take a day off from your job, which is him. He is your full-time job. So if he wants your attention, give it. If he wants sex, give it. Whatever he wants, you give. Because he can have it in a heartbeat if it ain't you. He is not the guy to go and fuck around on and be like, yeah, you know what?
I used to, fun fact, little backstory. I used to work with her back in the day. Long story. We won't get into that. There was a Diddy request. I will say that there was a, hey, like I remember, I'll never forget. I was driving my car. This is a college car I'm selling, by the way, this piece of shit car that I moved to San Diego with. And I looked down at my Apple Watch and it's literally like her WhatsApping me about getting Diddy an interview with her and contacting his people. Side note, but okay, this is the one and only Natasha Graziano. If you know, you know. What a queen, what a badass. But again, she is help. So what I do, I'll give her. This is what I'll give her. She is like, her mind is about helping people, mentoring people, giving advice, motivation, public speaking. She does a lot of. She's not fully all about herself. A lot of influencers. I do recognize she is trying to help other people, but I need her to do this in a place where she's not talking about alpha males like this and dating an alpha male. Like it's not relevant because these women just went through a domestic violence situation and they need help and mentorship and comfort and love. And I need Natasha to be, and again, she can film it. It's fine. Like an executive director at a women's shelter. A local women's shelter. I think she lives in LA. That's what I need to see. Okay. Enough of this slimy dating alpha males, riding in private jets, rubbing elbows with celebrities, being with billionaires. Like it's disgusting. Like it's so, like we know this. Like if you don't have the self-awareness yet to recognize that about yourself, like I don't think it's ever I think it's too far gone. My recommendation as your career counselor, Natasha, is to become an executive director at a women's shelter. I think that's exactly what this world needs from you. I think that is where you are best placed. Okay. That is where I'd like to cast you. Okay. Moving on.
All right, how much does it cost a month to date a baddie?
So if we do a weekly blowout, $120. If she goes to like an event once a week and gets glam, that's like
immediately FEMA warehouse manager. I think she's from, she's like a real estate agent from the Sirhan show. I recognize her. I think that's what so she's really like type A. I need her to be a warehouse manager. FEMA seems right for her. It could be any, where else she could work for Amazon. She could fucking work in Amazon. Where I don't give a fuck. I just feel like warehouse manager. Let's keep listening. She details off the price of being or what it's like the cost of being a baddie.
150, so that's like 300.
Yep.
Nails, toes, that's another like say $350, $400.
Okay, so we're at 270 plus 300, so we're at like 570.
570, which like isn't crazy.
It's not bad. No, we're good right now.
FEMA warehouse manager. Moving on. Do I have anyone left? Oh yeah, we've got Jenny. We're gonna check in on Jenny. We talked about Jenny last week. Jenny is where I give grace and I give up as a career counselor, as I'm the career coordinator right now on the show. Jenny, she can stay put right where she's at.
I asked my married friend, what is the secret to a marriage? And she said to find somebody that will ruin you in the bedroom. And I said, I will take notes. And I said, that's literally why I'm on Instagram.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Godspeed, Jenny. Like, here's another one.
My doctor asked me if I was sexually active, and I said, no, not yet. And she asked me if I had a plan, and I said, yeah, I have a very detailed plan. And she referred me to a specialist. And I said, I have a specialist, and that's Instagram.
Okay, so she's putting herself out there. She's actually willing, unlike other influencers and the common influencer that you come across online, Jenny is actually willing to go out in the field and meet people in person. And I love that. And I said this last week when we talked about the dying birth rate, the declining birth rate. Jenny wants to fuck. We need more people fucking. And anyone who's going online, putting themselves out there because they want a bone, I'm like, hey, like, please, by all means, more of that. Fix that birth rate. Pop a baby out. Pop 5. Whatever you want. This woman will have 5 babies with the first man that enters her DMs. And that's beautiful. And that's what this country needs. She's marked safe. No career switch up here. What's this?
Hi, my name is Jenny Nichols. I have a warm pink taco and a full fridge. The man that, in a body that has never been touched. The man that changes that is going to be the luckiest man alive.
Warm pink taco. Love it, Jenny. She's saying the right things. She knows exactly what to do to attract a man, and she's marked safe. So those are my career assignments to the people of the internet, including Bryan Johnson. Yeah, it's getting dark out there. I feel like I'm cracking. If you can't tell, I'm fully cracking. I want to see a better future. I want to see a better world. So that's why that's what I am doing here. Okay. I am advocating for that. And we need people. You might be looking at me like, bitch, says the girl with a microphone in the comfort of her home, eating barbecue ribs, on a Thursday. Now it's the afternoon. What are you doing to contribute to society? And to that I say, this world needs entertainers. I don't give a fuck. Okay. These nail videos, these self-care videos, drink water videos. And I put, when people say I get ready every day, I put on, even if it's just an athleisure set every day, I do that to make myself feel good. You are wasting people's brain cells by sharing that information publicly. That is like brushing your fucking teeth, Victoria. That is it's the water is wet thing. People saying obvious things on the internet need to switch careers. I believe what I did today was nothing. I don't believe that I said, did I say any? I don't think I said a single obvious water is wet statement today. Please leave a comment if I did. That is why I am allowed to do this, to make content and to have a microphone and share my thoughts online. Okay. Because it's not the norm. It's not the norm what I do here. And I'm cut out for it. I have the sauce for it. There are so many people making content, wasting other people's lives, draining brain cells from other people's bodies by saying, drink water, the fucking drink water one. Go to your settings on the new iOS and click this. Fuck you. Go help senior citizens in the computer lab at the senior center. Go read to third graders on Thursdays. Nobody thinks like that anymore. None of these influencers think like that anymore. It's all about optimization and biohacking and perfection and looking perfect and being perfect and having the best ever outfits and best takes and best opinions and best everything is so like nothing is oriented towards like how can I help society and contribute in a positive way. All of the things I bitch about, the Target situation especially, would be completely fixed if people thought that way. Hey, I don't know. I don't know, Cameron. Maybe just a request, just a suggestion, excuse me. Become the best damn Target cashier Target's ever seen. You know what I mean? That mindset. What does a cashier at Target do? And what is the best? How can they be the best at it? And if talking to the customer doesn't come up in your mind, there are suicide plots. You need to kill yourself. Get off this planet. Like, love you, Cameron. Like, people, your existence is just, it's sad. If you don't think like that's the appropriate way to do my job and the best way, and it doesn't even take effort. I mean, I guess it does take effort to talk to people now. Apparently it does, because I keep experiencing that at this fucking Target. It's weird. It's very weird. The energy is weird. And I'm so... It's just weird. I don't like it. Everything feels gross and feels uncomfortable. And I know I'm complaining a lot today. I am pregnant. I'm complaining a lot. I don't know if this is good for the baby. The baby's personality, let's be honest, between me and Corey. I mean, you got to give it to us. You got to give it to us. Okay. His personality in the womb, he's already got Cameron beat, and Cameron's 22. Okay. And he's I'm not going to say how far along I am. He's a young pup in there right now. He's not even breathing air yet. And his personality, just because of hearing his mom bitch and complain on her podcast once a week, is already fucking better than a 22-year-old's. And I'm proud of that. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer. Every fucking time I get on this podcast, I complain about society, but it's just a fact. It's just a fact. And I've been off social media. I don't really post a lot or I go on a lot now. It's like a pregnancy thing. I don't know. You're just more like, I want to touch nature and connect to the earth and like look at the birds. And I just want to like soak in the sun and read a book. Like you're just more zen. Like I said earlier, I'm like zen. If you can't tell, I'm super zen. So calm, so chill. But when I see these videos of these influencers that I've been seeing for so long now, the cliche videos and the podcast clips about life advice, dating advice, health advice, I just want to throw my phone. It's so unnecessary. It's so, a lot of everything these people do, these influencers, is they rob people from their own intuition. They rob people from their own, intuition to the point where they're referencing a video and something you said in a video and they're not thinking like, oh yeah, when I wake up and I put makeup on, just like a little tinted sunscreen and brow gel, and I drink water and I put on a cute outfit, I feel good. They're not thinking for that themselves. They're referencing as they're rolling out of bed, watching your advice video on liking to be put together and running a tight ship, whatever you said in that video. They're like, so I'm going to copy Victoria today and I'm going to feel good about myself. It's like, you should intuitively just do that and know that and tune into that. And that's what this internet has robbed so many young people of. And it's corrupt. It's fucking wrong. And be your own influencer. I know it's so corny, but like, influence yourself, follow yourself, listen to yourself. Don't take advice from the internet. Like that is so much cooler and so much more special and interesting and a better. It's just it feels better to live that way. You know, develop opinions and like stand by them. Like who gives a fuck? They can change. Your opinions don't, it's not like, I'm just saying, have takes, have opinions, think things, and don't be so easily swayed by, you see a video one day and you see another video the next day and you're just like, you don't know what you even believe. No one's well researched. No one's well read. No one dives deeper. No one asks questions. They just go in the wind and it's sick. It's sick. And I've been so caught up in that. It's so easy to, like I said earlier, I was getting the I don't like to be called mama propaganda the first week I got pregnant. It's like all the videos, the first videos you see when you get pregnant are when people call me mama and you got this mama and say mama, mama, mama. It makes me recoil. I cannot stand it. I want to puke. And then that becomes you think that too? Because you're new to becoming a mom and you're pregnant and you're like, that's what all the moms are saying. So like, I guess that's what I think too. That's fucking crazy. And then you go through your own experience. I had my own life experience, early pregnancy, like when people would say mama to me or whatever, the nurses, the doctors, the ultrasound techs, whatever. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's actually great. Yes, I am a mama. Like, and when you do that, when you block people from, I feel like with pregnancy, and I need to end the episode, obviously, don't yuck people's yums. Don't squash their joy. They're happy for you. They have good intentions. It doesn't need to be this like feisty, like, don't say that. Don't talk to me like that. Just a lot of like, you can be mama bear and protective of your child and yourself and have boundaries. I get it. But like some of it is just so extra. I'm like, who hurt you? You know what I mean? You're not even like, just everyone needs to relax. That's the episode. The Tyler Robinson trial is going on. I have no clue what's happening. He's a patsy. A humpback whale swallowed a kayaker again. Student forced to land plane Oh yeah, this pilot jumped out of the plane and he told the co-pilot like, sorry, you know what to do now, and like opened the door and killed himself. She had to like land the plane by herself. What else is going on? I have no idea what's going on with the World Cup. I don't know what's happening. All right, love you. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening right now. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Overcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button and review the show 5 stars while you're there. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Jacqueline Monroe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is a video and audio podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hi, YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. And finally, if you want to support the show, patreon.com/TJMS. Patreon.com/TJMS. It's $5 a month. Go check it out. Love you. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.